anywhere from 50 to 60 bucks per exhaust tip. Well, today I spent 40, and on this episode of Hillbilly Moto, we're gonna make our own. Now, what you'll typically need to do all this is a welding hood, a decent or cheap welder, a pair of gloves, safety glasses, something to cover your eyeballs, people. Come on. Now, you'll have to get the dimensions of your truck's exhaust in order to get the right couplers. And in this case, my exhaust pipes are 2.5 inch. So I'm going from 2.5 inch to 3 inch. So I have a 2.5 inch to 3 inch adapter and a 3 inch pipe. And then we're going to take our welder and we're going to seat this down where it's nice and flush. And I'm going to run me a good solid bead in there so it won't come back out. And then later on we're going to bevel these probably out of 45. That way it looks like a standard exhaust pipe, and hit it with some high temp paint. And she should be good to go. So I'm going to stop talking and we're going to get right into this. They're still a little hot, but they're all welded up now. We're going to take a good look at them. Which I am going to cut back the exhaust pipe on my truck so these fit properly, so they don't look goofy as hell. But let's go try them out. So, hello again. I'm going to use my handy dandy Craftsman saw and see if this 4-inch cutoff wheel that I've placed in here that probably shouldn't be in here, but it fits right. Anyway, I'm going to put this to the test and see if I can set this out of 45, cut those tips off at a 45. Is it going to work? Am I going to try it? It'll most likely work. No, it's not. Well, we're gonna try. This shouldn't blow up in my face. It probably will. Just don't do what I do. Safety third.
They said we were weak. They never heard us coming.
Now, if you're going to do this yourself, I would strongly recommend gloves, face shield, safety glasses, you know, all the proper PPE. But I'm going to use gloves, my eyeglasses, and the safety squint to get the job done. Now, are they done? Yep. Are they perfect? Yep. Are they pretty? Yep. Are they going to work? Yep. So, I'm going to go ahead and throw some paint on them. Get them looking nice and shiny to hide all the mess, the mess and mistakes I made. And then we'll see if we can throw them on the truck in a little bit. So I measured these, and while they're drying, they're about 17 3/4 inches long. So we're going to sneak up underneath the truck and figure out how much pipe we got to cut back. Considering the collar is 2 inches, I think if we got to remove 15 inches of pipe, you'll see what I'm saying. So here we are inside one, and I figured this is about 12 inches to, 12 inches to the, it's 11.5 inches to the first exhaust hanger. So 15 inches, oh goodness, that's a lot of pipe. I could probably have just removed 10 and cut them snub, I'll make them snub nose, but that just don't look right. So 15 inches would be, let's see, right here, right about where my thumb's at. I need to cut it right there on both sides, and then I got to re-clamp it, re-hang it, something. Damn, I didn't expect all that. Well, that's how it is sometimes. That sucks. How much would it hang out? Like 3 inches if I done? Because I'd have 2 inches here. So I'd have to cut up, snub it right here. What I'd say, 17 3/4, 16. Nope, that ain't gonna work. That's got to be cut back at least 15. Man, that sucks. This means I got to weld in new hangers and all that jazz. Be a little bit more work than I expected, so I'll be back. So much for fresh paint, right? I got a burr on this side that's hanging this up. I gotta grind it off, and unless I can get it with this, let me roll over. I might be able to cut that off. I don't know. Now, see if I can take something and bend it down and get it underneath the lip of the collar. It should go right on. And yes, I cut my clamp because I wasn't going to fight it to get this on. Because all I'm going to do is tack weld these on anyway, and I'll make a new hanger. There we go. All right. They ain't the prettiest thing, but let's see if they work. So at the end of the day, can you make your own exhaust tips? Absolutely. Are they going to come out a little crooked? Absolutely, unless you take the time to do it right, which I tried to and didn't quite work out that way, but I think they turned out quite nice and gave the truck a little bit more, I guess, bass in the tone, and I don't know how to explain it. It's not as poppy, it's not as raspy as it was, and it sounds more like a muscle truck in my opinion. Now, it may not sound like it to somebody else who's actually around muscle trucks. Don't judge me. I think it sounds a whole lot better.
We've been at this few months while you trust it.
This video
great.
Leave a like or leave a comment.
Heartache proof in my face. Raising hell when I pick up my drink. Hate that you're the reason for the way I think.
I don't care. Say something. My name's Hillbilly, and until the next one, keep wrenching.